Imagine you're sailing in the middle of the ocean. The sky is clear, the waves are calm, and the wind whispers gently. Far on the horizon, you spot a ship drifting quietly. The ship is empty, silent, abandoned. This is the haunting tale of the Mary Celeste, a bizarre discovery. It all began in 1872, when a British ship called Dei Gratia stumbled upon the Mary Celeste floating aimlessly in the Atlantic Ocean. As the crew boarded her, they were struck by how perfectly intact the ship was. Nothing seemed out of place, no signs of a struggle, no damage, and even the sails were still up. Not a single soul on board. The Mary Celeste was supposed to be carrying Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, their young daughter, and 7 crew members. All of them gone without a trace, clues that lead to more questions. Inside the ship, everything looked almost too normal. The captain's log had been updated just a few days earlier. There was no sign of violence, no blood, no scattered belongings. Clothes were neatly folded in drawers. Meals were untouched. The galley was stocked with food and clean water for months. The lifeboat was missing, so were some navigational instruments. But otherwise, the ship was eerily perfect, as if the people aboard simply vanished into thin air. Theories and speculation. What happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste? Many theories have been proposed, yet none fully explain the mystery. Some believe a powerful wave or sudden seaquake scared the crew into abandoning ship. But if that's true, why didn't they return? And how did the ship survive undamaged? Another idea involves the ship's cargo, barrels of raw alcohol. It's possible fumes built up below deck, creating a small explosion or fireless blast that panicked the crew. They may have taken to the lifeboat, expecting to return shortly, only to be swept away by the sea. But again, no wreckage, no bodies, no proof. Pirates? Unlikely. All valuables were untouched. Then there's the more chilling speculation. Perhaps something unnatural happened. Some whisper of sea monsters, others of alien abductions. Far-fetched, yes. But when all logical answers fail, imagination starts to fill in the gaps. A ship with a dark past. What many people don't know is that the Mary Celeste had a cursed history even before this infamous voyage. Originally named the Amazon, the ship had already survived multiple accidents, collisions, fires, even the sudden death of her first captain. After being renamed Mary Celeste, some say the ship carried a heavy, unseen presence, a bad omen. Perhaps even a curse. Even after the ghost ship episode, the Mary Celeste continued to sail. But no one wanted to be on her. Her reputation made her unwanted, feared, and eventually, she was intentionally wrecked by a desperate owner trying to claim insurance money. That man was caught, and he spent years in prison. The ship, it seemed, was cursed to bring misfortune wherever she went. Why the Mary Celeste still haunts us. The Mary Celeste wasn't the first empty ship found at sea, but what makes her story so unique is how intact everything was. No signs of disaster, no logical reason for anyone to abandon ship, and no closure, just silence. That's why her story lives on. She's been featured in books, films, and documentaries, investigated by scientists, historians, and even conspiracy theorists, but no one has come close to solving it. The more you look into it, the more the questions pile up. And perhaps that's what makes the story so haunting. It forces us to face the reality that sometimes we simply don't know. The ocean is vast, and despite all our science and technology, there are still places where mystery rules. Places where people vanish and answers never come. The Mary Celeste is a ghost ship, not just because it was abandoned, but because its story haunts us still. If you love mysterious stories like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because out there in the unknown are more tales just waiting to be told. And who knows? Maybe one day someone, maybe you, will uncover the truth behind the ghost ship Mary Celeste.